Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick video update with you. I know that your reading's not due until Friday, so we're not going to dive into this week's topic, what is the differentiated classroom. I think what we're going to do is I will allow you guys to complete the readings, and then I will discuss the topic from the previous week on my videos. So I have created a discussion board where you guys can type your questions of the week. They can have anything to do with what you're seeing, what you are reading, any questions you have about your ABs or your mini lessons or your research paper, or any questions you have about education or, incorporating Christ in the classroom. Anything you guys want to talk about, just post those in the discussion board so that I can pull those up and go over them with you. I have had a couple questions on the ABs. So the first thing I want you guys to realize is these are not based on your textbook. These are professional articles, relevant and recent, within 10 years, that you guys are going to be pulling up from, a database. You're going to read it. You're going to summarize in the first half of the AB and then evaluate it in your second half. And I really want you to think about how you're going to use this thing in your classroom, how it affects you as a teacher, if it affected you at all, if you are totally against what they're saying. It's okay to disagree with an article. I just want to know why. This is more of an exercise in thinking critically about professional literature and the things that we read. This will be really beneficial for those of you that are thinking about going on and getting your master's. In grad school, you do a lot of different annotations and different reflective pieces on your analysis of certain things that you read. So hopefully this will help you guys become a better writer, along with becoming a better special educator. The last thing that I want to share with you is a little clip from a video that I watched this week. It's pretty old, but it just sets the tone of what I want our class to feel like for the rest of the year. Remember, you definitely have to take care of the Maslow before kids can bloom. Stay safe. God bless. And here's the clip.
Hey, Mr. Q.
Did you see that? Why would somebody do that?
Please go into the classroom. No talking. Quietly.
Hey, Miss Meredith. How you doing?
We need you inside.
How do you think that makes us feel?
I forgot my number.
What's your name?
Jordan.
What's your last name?
Carter.
Go ahead.
School is hard enough.
Come on in, sit down quietly at your desks, and begin writing.
This kind of stuff just makes it harder.
I said quietly, please. Who's talking? Is it you, Sophie? Don't let it be you.
Don't believe me?
Sophie.
Please just watch.
I'm not up here for me, I'm up here for you. Pay attention, okay? Now somebody answer me. Somebody needs to answer me really fast.
Every time we're ignored or yelled at or silenced, a teacher takes away what's possible.
No horseplay, no running, and especially no talking.
Moment by moment.
Miss McGarity, your student's behavior yesterday in the lunchroom, it was terrible. Next time, silent lunch.
Did you hear that? Stay in line and catch a bubble. I'm not playing.
If this is education, we're in trouble.
Bye, Miss McGarity.
Frederick Douglass said, once you learn to read, you'll be forever free. The way it is now, 2 of the 3 of us will never be able to really read. It doesn't have to be this way.
Hey, Jordan. How you doing? Good.
Everyone we meet throughout our day can make a difference.
I've been waiting for you to arrive.
All the difference.
Good, how are you?
Great.
Hi, Jordan. Bye, Jason.
Good morning, Jordan.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Good.
Go ahead and put your number in.
Talk with us, not at us.
That's okay. I'll look it up for you. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Okay.
All right. Have a
Teach
good
us what we need to know.
Good morning.
That's how we get smarter.
Well, good morning, Sophie, Janicia, and Jordan.
And when you talk with us and teach us, give us bigger and bigger words.
Now what I'd like you to do, children, is turn around and converse with your neighbor and discuss where the mother might have gone.
Words that we can use to read and understand.
She is prey for eagles, so she hunts at night.
And that will take us places we can never reach without you.
Remember, we're entering the learning zone. Now, how can we show our respect to the children and teachers who are working?
We can walk quietly.
Yes. Okay, kids, so what I'd like you to do is continue writing your narrative, documenting your emotions if you were the baby owl and your mother abandoned you in the nest.
What can you do? Learn all that you can so that you can challenge us to be our best.
You would have stayed and assisted them in whatever they needed.
Share yourself with us and show us how to share ourselves with others. Give us courage. Give us compassion. Help us find our own voices so we can become who we are meant to be.
Why would you want to silence us?
Okay, so hopefully that lets you guys know what kind of impact our actions have on our kiddos, even when we're not paying attention. School can be pretty hectic, and we deal with little hearts all the time. So it's important for us to make sure that they know they're special and that they're loved, and to basically model all of Christ's teachings towards them. I do have one question that was sent to me from Megan that I'd like to answer for you guys before we're done today. And the question was, what are some ways that you think are good ways to differentiate in a classroom? Also, what are some ways that you differentiate in your classroom? So all kids have different interests. Some kids are into making videos, some kids are into art, some kids are into acting, some kids are into music, and some kids are into just keeping to themselves. I think that it's really important for you to get to know your kids, what their strengths are, what their interests are in the first couple weeks of school so that you can differentiate better. Things that I like to do when I was differentiating in my classrooms was to allow kids to do different types of assessments. So rather than have a big unit test at the end of every quarter, what I would do was a project, and the students were allowed to do a performance assessment, so to speak, and they could partner up, they could work independently, they could create a video, they could create a song, they could do a gallery walk. I mean, we did all sorts of things. I think that we get too hung up on testing in education, and we forget that you can assess a student's understanding in many different ways. If you're in choir, you're not going to take a whole bunch of written tests. Like, your performances are going to be how your instructor assesses whether or not you learn the songs and you know the notes and you paid attention and you're working as a team. Those are all really important ways for us to differentiate. Another way that I differentiated was content delivery. Some students didn't like things in paper. Some students didn't like things electronically. Some students like to watch videos. Some students like to read quietly on their own. Some students like to just sit and talk. So I tried to differentiate as far as my instructional styles. I tried to differentiate 2 or 3 times a week. So I wasn't a big lecture guy. I always followed, the direct instruction approach and used activating prior knowledge a lot and group conversations and guided practice and independent practice. And then I came back and kind of reworked with everything with all my kiddos. But I think that understanding your students' needs, understanding their interests, understanding their strengths and weaknesses really allows you to differentiate more effectively. So that's my answer to those questions. I was looking ahead to prepare myself for next week. I also have a question about next week for the mini lessons. What subject are the lessons to be in? They can be in anything that you guys are working on. If you guys are taking a methods class for math and you want to kind of double up on the same subject, or if you're in an English class and you want to double up on the same subject, that's fine. You guys are going to be teaching them and submitting them. So as long as you follow the university lesson plan format, I think we'll be good. So anyway, stay safe. God bless. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
Da, 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 you said it, I caught it, I love it.